Okay, guys. So anyway, yeah, okay, it's playing now. Good. Operator error. What? I don't know what's going on. If I did it wrong. What? I don't know. So we missed the unboxing. I'll show you. I'll show you the packaging though. Here's the packaging. There's the packaging. And this is the Pelican. Here, let me do this. And there was a little paper representation of an Airtag in there. This is how it looks when it came for the most part. Pelican Protector Magnetic Wallet for Airtag device. Works with MagSafe. Holds up to 5 cards and cash. Anti-theft RFID blocking. So I bought this, and there's a few reasons why I bought this. I went ahead and I originally had a sub case, the kind that came down and actually had a kickstand on it that unfolded. And that was a cool case. It had a bezel up here to hold the AirTag, and I just decided though it came with 2 RFID blocking cards. What made me go with it is I already use a lot of these anyway. I have this Nilkin on here. And I've kind of already usually use a kickstand. So this one here does have it is MagSafe compatible. So it is sort of the new part of my new iPhone 17 Pro Max purchases. And the reason why I'm going to use this one though, I'm going to use this kind of more in a event type setting. So let's say I carry a lot of cards. And I carry mine in a sort of decorative metal wallet. And I've had people sort of scrutinize it a couple times, being screened for security. But the biggest thing to me is like missing a plane or missing an event or having to walk all the way back to the car because someone wants to scrutinize my wallet. And I never had it happen, but this is such a nice wallet that I do not want to bet losing this wallet. I'm not showing it on here. It's kind of distinct, but I don't want to show I don't want to lose that wallet because somebody made me walk back to the car. Well, because walking back to the car would have mean losing my flight, which means I would have just gave it to them for confiscation or destruction. And so would rather do is just carry a little lighter profile of cards and money rather than having the chance of losing my wallet. So I decided to go with this, and this to me checks all those boxes. Okay, so let me get into it. So I'm going to open this up. This is where the AirTag goes. So inside of here, it has a little switch, a little clasp. There's like a little holder there. Kind of almost reminds me of a netting. And there's an area where I put the cash. So I'm going to go ahead and first I'm going to do is I'm going to put the AirTag in. I already set the AirTag up. So there's some little posts that this piece kind of snaps onto. I'm going to take those off. And there's the little hatch. And I'm able to get in and do this a little easier. I would actually, there's a piece of cardboard that's stuck in there with a little printout of an AirTag. And I used it's a little ball that jewelers use to take the backs of watches off. I had to use that to open that. It was kind of tough to open. Wish I caught that on film. But so here's the AirTag. The AirTag goes in with the Apple insignia up. But putting the AirTag in is actually pretty easy and pretty pleasant. I just use my fingers and there it is. It's right there. And then here is the holder piece for the cash. So I'm going to set this up the way I originally had it. And so it says it holds up to, let me see, it holds up to 5 cards. It says holds up to 5 cards. Now that might be varying thicknesses of cards. Okay, it's bulge. That's 5 cards and that $440 cash. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'll pop that latch open because I can't even open that latch. And I'm taking to the hospital. They could pull that out and look at the health card. So that's why I did that. So anyway, the reason why I decided to go this route is because now I have identification. I have a form of payment. I have, according to this, RFID blocker, and I have the Airtag to find it. And it's already all kind of baked into the cake here. And I do like the looks of other wallets on the market personally, but this one fit all the boxes. And come to think of it, I made a video because I don't think there's anybody out there that did a video of this wallet. There's like one video that was like, that I seen, it was like one of those pre-made videos. And the thing is too, like, I'm kind of even wondering if I should even keep this on there. Somebody might try to say something about that. I've tried to see online. So I thought about doing is, even when I go take the Bataka case off, and I don't know if anybody's ever seen Magic John, but I thought about actually Magic John and the whole phone out. And so this is kind of slick. If I was going to drop that Neelican for the night and just for the evening or whatever, and use this. This is actually a pretty slick case. This is actually a really nice case. Matches the phone, and then has the kickstand on the side right there. And it articulates, it moves up and down. I can put it wherever I want. And then, of course, now I can actually store the phone there. I already got my kickstand in it. Kind of pulls the kickstand up though a bit when I pull this off. If I pull it like that. But now I got everything already on there. I can just slip it in my back pocket. It's all there. So we'll see what happens. But I might actually just go ahead and rock this for the trip and see how that goes. Maybe do a review on that. But I got the Magic John lens covers. I got the case, and I also got the shield, the third generation of shield. So I don't know how good that's going to be. I might go around and actually hook that up. We'll see if that works or not. But we'll see what happens. I'm just saying is that I would rather than lose my wallet, and I carry a whole bunch of other cards with me too, but rather than lose my whole wallet into maybe a security checkpoint or screening, I'd rather just kind of carry this for a couple nights and then keep my regular wallet and my check luggage in the hotel. So I'd just rather kind of maybe do that. And then plus I have an Airtag in case something happens, I can go ahead and find this. So this would be like if I'm like coming into town, maybe going to a sporting event, go to see a game or something. And then what I would do is I would go ahead and keep everything else in my hotel room, take my four essential cards out, put them on there, and I have the AirTag on top of it all in case I were to lose it or if I were to get, pickpocketed or something. But the cool thing, the other thing too, is that we are kind of starting to all go, not everybody, but like my state has a pilot program to where I can load my ID into my phone, and they're doing experiments with Apple to see if that's valid. And then my health card has a membership already in it. My other app IDs, some of my other IDs, now most apps have cards in the ID. You can just bring up the app and show that they have a card within the app now. So I don't know how much longer we're going to be carrying cards, really. But for the 4 essential cards, and while I'm at a venue for a temporary time, I think this will actually work pretty good. And then when I'm at home, I put my regular nice wallet on that's nice, because I just don't want to lose my wallet at a security checkpoint. It's all metal. I don't want anybody to sit there and say that, oh, you got to get rid of that, or you got to walk back to your car, or you got to walk back to your hotel room. I try to make things as easy to get through as I can. That way I'm not walking around and going all the way back. So I figured this is good. Plus the whole benefit of being able to track everything with an ID card. So, and another thing, I'm just kind of want to give this a try because I don't see any videos on people actually actively opening this version up. I've seen other versions, but I haven't seen any videos with the actual AirTag version on camera other than just that one. So anyway, that's that. It's just going to be sort of like something I take with me on trips, and basically I'll run around town with this, but then keep my other wallet back at the hotel. And I'm only carrying about 4 cards. Plus, I have the benefits of tracking with some cash. So, and it goes on my phone. So, all right. Well, thanks for stopping in, and have a good one.